All right, Pigskin Royalty joining us here on the Dave Damashek football program right now. Brought to you by Mophie's Big Game Overtime Sweepstakes. Here he is, everybody. The great Larry Fitzgerald. What's the poop, fella?
How you doing today?
Oh, I'm much better now that I'm seeing you. And, you know, I don't know most interesting man in the world, but definitely among the most interesting guys in pro football. You are a world traveler. You seem to have a restless mind. You're always trying to learn photography or reading or traveling to some exotic locale, huh?
Well, you know, life is too short to stay stagnant. You know, you can't let the grass grow beneath your feet. You know, so you got to get out and enjoy it and see everything that there is and enjoy life.
Well, one of the new things I just read that you're into is MMA. Which brings me to this question, your MMA training. What do you do in MMA training? What, are you going to get in the ring and do that stuff?
No, I would never. I like to keep my
good.
smile. I like to keep my smile the way it is. You know, I don't want to get that rearranged. No, I just do a little bit of a cross training. You know, it's great cardiovascular workout. You know, obviously to be a highly conditioned athlete like you have to be to play in the NFL, you have to do a lot of things to keep yourself in shape. And I think it's something that just kind of changes it up. And, you know, I really enjoy it.
Well, on behalf of football fans, phew, we don't want to see Larry Fitzgerald getting into the octagon anytime soon.
No.
Now,
it
would have been cool.
If I'm in there, something happened that forced me in there.
Yeah, lost a bet or something like that. Well,
no, if I got to fight you, I don't think I would be scared to get in there though.
I don't know what that's about, Larry Fitzgerald. I mean, all of a sudden I'm being attacked verbally. We'll see about that, Fitzgerald. Give me 3 weeks to prepare. We'll see. I'll settle your hash. Now listen, Larry Fitzgerald. 2014, a glorious season for the most part for the Cardinals. Then things with the quarterback situation and otherwise catch up. So now the Seattle Seahawks host an NFC title game. Do you find yourself as an NFC West foe rooting for them, or are you rooting against them? Anybody but our arch rival Seahawks get to the Super Bowl.
No, I don't. I wouldn't say I pull for anybody or pull against anybody. You know, as an NFL player, you kind of more so just root for the guys you know and your friends, and you know, you tend to have a couple on each team. You just want to see those guys play well and let the best team come out victorious.
Well, we remember watching you in a Super Bowl. I'm from Pittsburgh, and of course, I remember you as the Pitt grad almost taking down the Pittsburgh Steelers along with Kurt Warner. There was buzz there, and I thought it was nonsense when I heard it, but Kurt Warner even addressed it. What did you make, or what do you make, of Kurt Warner playing quarterback at, age 44? He's now a Hall of Fame candidate still. Did you think that's not a bad idea?
Oh, you know, when I first heard it, I got a good chuckle out of it. If anybody could do what Kurt could, I mean, he's such a terrific athlete in terms of keeping himself in condition. He works out, plays basketball every day. He's chasing around his 7 kids, so I know he's in shape, but I don't know if he wants to get hit by those defensive linemen coming around the edge anymore. That's something that I'm pretty sure that he can pass on. And him being a semifinalist for the Hall of Fame, we have to push his clock back again. And, you know, we want to see him be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, that's true. But, I mean, what really would happen if you put a 44-year-old guy into an NFL game like that he hasn't played? Do you think he would have had any success?
I wouldn't bet against Kurt at any age. You know, what he's been able to accomplish and overcome throughout the course of his career. You know, he's a consummate professional, and he would do everything he could to get himself ready.
Well, like I say, you're among many things a world traveler, and you really are a fascinating guy in all the different things that you've at least dipped your toe into. 10 years from now, I've heard you talk about you might want to be a broadcaster. Now this MMA stuff, I don't know, maybe you'll train other people. 10 years from now, what do you want to be, an international spy? What?
No, I don't know if I would be into any of that, but you know, I'm still just kind of weighing my options. I still really enjoy my J job right now, going out there and competing with my teammates and chasing the championship. And right now, that's my only focus, and you know, that's where my attention is.
I'm going to be the verbal quarterback here, and I'm going to give you some quick hitters here. You do your thing. Let's see how quickly we can get through these. You're a big Game of Thrones fan. Who do you hope wins? Who do you think will win? Who do you think will be the king of all kings?
I'm gonna go with Stannis Baratheon. I always kind of put for him. He got the short end of the stick early on, and I kind of pull for Stannis. He's very stern. I'm not a big fan of the Lady of Fire, but I like Stannis.
I like where your head's at on that answer. Stannis Baratheon, though, that one's a little off the board. That one drops my jaw a little bit. The NFL player who will make the best MMA fighter would be?
Ooh, I don't know. That's a tough question. I don't see any guys really fighting, but I would put my money on maybe J.J. Watt. I mean, he's one of the tough guys in the league, and he's hard to deal with.
Yeah, maybe your pal Jared Allen would have a thing or two to say about that too. Kind of like the Mountain versus the Red Viper in Game of Thrones.
Jared's a family guy now. He's a lover more so than a fighter. Maybe about 7-8 years ago I would have put him in there.
The 2014 NFL MVP should be blank Larry Fitzgerald.
I'm gonna go with co-MVPs, and I would go with J.J. Watt on the defensive side and Aaron Rodgers on the offensive side.
All right, because you're delightful, I'll let you off the hook with that one. But they wouldn't let that happen in Westeros. They're not going to have co-kings. Only one king will rule. But all right, let's talk about what you're doing with Mophie. Tell us what's going on there.
Well, I'm very privileged to be joining Mophie, and they're unveiling their first ever big game commercial, and they're debuting their overtime sweepstakes, and they're giving over $1 million worth of product if the game goes in overtime to fans around the country who will be participating in the festivities. And if anybody wants any more information, go to mophie.com/staypowerful for a chance to win.
All right, good stuff out of you, Larry Fitzgerald. We'll look forward to catching up in a week or two over there in Arizona. Maybe we could get some nice Vietnamese food while we're in the desert there.
If you need any restaurant suggestions, I got you. I'm the man for it.
All right, once again, brought to us by Mophie's Big Game Overtime Sweepstakes, future Hall of Famer, the great Larry Fitzgerald, everybody.